Starts and sit for week 7, baby. Let's get to it.
Are you ready? Let's go!
We are back. Welcome back to the Fourth and Flex Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Bandy. That's Trey. And the time's now. Buddy, what's up?
Yeah, man. Time is a day early, but we are here with our starts and sits. We got some stuff going on tomorrow, but we couldn't forget about our guys with the Fourth and Flex. We got to help you out, all our flexers, get your starts and sits in. So we are here a day early to show you what's up.
Absolutely. I know you're getting ready for some Thursday night football, but until then, we're going to get you ready for Sunday football as well, buddy, as well. But before we get started on those starts and sits, we have got to get a word from our friends over at Manscaped.
Guys, you know, if you've watched the show, you've seen us talk about Manscaped all the time. We love the guys at Manscaped. You know, they got everything covered from down low to up top. Go over to manscaped.com, check out all of the deals they're offering you, and make sure you use promo code SUPERFLEX20. You're going to get 20% off and free shipping. Great Christmas gifts, great gifts just for your husband or spouse or whatever. Great ideas over there at Manscaped. Go check them out.
Absolutely, buddy. Love me some Manscaped. You heard your boy Trey. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code SUPERFLEX20. Get 20% off. Get free shipping. I love it. I love it. I love it. But hey, we got some games to get into, man. We got some games. We got some Sunday football. We got a little bit of starts and sits, my friend. Let's jump into it. All right, let's see. First game trade starting us off. We've got the Falcons at the Buccaneers.
Over under for this game is 40 points. Vegas has the Buccaneers picked to win by 2.5. And I like it. I think the Bucs finally, regain some strength here and get another dub on the board.
I hope you're right, buddy. I hope you're right because we didn't even get a touchdown in that last game. I'm taking the Bucs too against the Falcons. It makes sense. It makes sense. Let's go ahead and get. Oh, well, before we get into it, we got to talk about the teams that are on bye, Trey. You told me not to forget. I still forgot. That's all right. Some teams on bye this week. We got the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Jets, the Panthers, the Texans, the Titans. We got ourselves a bye-mageddon, Trey.
Yeah, man. 6 teams on bye. That's the toughest we've had this year so far. All the injuries and quarterbacks and everything like that. I'm sure teams are going to look ridiculous this week.
Yeah, I've got some teams. I'm waiting on people to go mark IR or out just so I can pick somebody up and throw them in the spot, buddy. So, yeah, guys, any questions you have, throw them down in the comments. We're going to help you out. Do what we can. I know it's a rough week, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. But let's get to some Falcons starts against the Buccaneers. I'm taking Bijan. I'm going to keep him rolling, man, because you just never know when Bijan's going to go nuts. Start Jonnu Smith. Start Kyle Pitts. You got to, right, Trey? I mean, back-to-back touchdown games, right?
If you have him, you can put him in.
Oh, never thought I'd hear the name.
I will not.
And he's probably ramped you up, and you think you're good to start him, and then this is
the week he does.
This is the week he does it to you. Exactly,
right.
Exactly. But sit Tyler Algier, sit Drake London. I'm just liking Desmond Ritter's liking his tight ends. You know what I mean? And he's getting the ball to those guys because it's a quick out. Makes sense. So I'm starting both the tight ends in this game and Bijan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, a team that runs so much, they rely on their tight ends. These tight ends have both put up fantasy numbers the last couple of weeks, so I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to some Buccaneers starts in this game. I'm starting up Baker Mayfield, my friend, not just in Superflex. I'm starting him in a regular league too. Start Mike Evans, start Chris Godwin. And I feel like you can flex Rashad White against the Falcons this week. And Cade Otton, I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Cade Otton's look better and better every week. It hasn't yet projected to a great fantasy play, but he's definitely getting some points on the board.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Falcons and the Bucs. I'm excited about this game, buddy. I'm excited to watch it. But let's go ahead and move it to the next game this week. We've got the Raiders at the Bears.
Over under for this game is 32. Vegas has the Raiders picked to win by 3. That is a very low over/under.
Yeah.
Which it has to be when neither starting quarterback is in this game, probably.
Yeah. Jimmy G's definitely out of there. They're both out of there. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we get a quarterback in there and make some moves there. I'm going to take the Raiders though in this game. I just think the run game is better there, and I think that's what both of these teams are going to have to rely on.
Yeah, I think I'm going to rely on the Raiders to get the dub as well. They just have better options outside of a struggling quarterback situation. So,
yes, sir.
But jumping into my Raiders starts, Jimmy G is doubtful, most likely out. Brian Hoyer is going to be in. I'm not starting him. I don't want to start either quarterbacks in this game. Unless I'm just absolutely desperate. And honestly, I would probably go Brian Hoyer over Tyson Bagnet
if you had to,
just because of the options he has, like Devontae Adams, who is questionable but had a full practice today. So start that dude up. Josh Jacobs is startable. Jacoby Myers, you're going to start him. It could not look great because Jimmy G's out. I don't know how that's going to work, but I think he's still going to get some work. And Michael Mayer, I think, is still startable. I think the tight end is going to be a good move for this guy.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Michael Mayer, man. We were talking about him in the offseason, man. And, he had a slow start to the season, but it seems like they're starting to figure out that this guy can do things. Baby Gronk, they used to call this guy. Any tight end who does great, they end up calling Baby Gronk, though, isn't that right?
No doubt. But jumping to my Bears starts, Fields is most likely out. Tyson Bagnet is in. I'm not starting him, like I said. Roshan Johnson is questionable, but he still hasn't practiced. I'm worried about that. If he's in, I'll start him. If they let him play, I'm definitely going to start him. But Devonta Foreman's there, and I think he's startable. I understand it hasn't looked great, but also you don't got many options this week, So I guarantee you a lot of people are having to start Devonta Foreman.
I'm starting him in the league.
DJ Moore is definitely startable. Darnell Mooney, I wouldn't do it unless it was just desperation. And then Kokomet, I think you can still start.
Yeah, definitely. I like that, buddy. I like that a lot. Yeah, Bajent, he came in and he was manageable. You know what I mean? Like he did what he had to do. I think it's a good call on Kokomet. I think Kokomet gets a lot of work in that game, Trey.
No doubt.
But let's go to the next game on our list. We've got the Browns at the Colts, Trey.
Over-under for this game is 40 points, and Vegas has the Browns picked to win by 2. I mean, they just beat the Chiefs, right? Like, what can we do but pick them to win this game? So I'm going to go Browns.
I like it. I'm taking the Browns also in this game. I just think the Browns can do it. If they can beat the Chiefs with not having Deshaun Watson, then I think they could do it again.
Yeah,
they could beat the Colts. But let's get to some Browns starts. Start up Jerome Ford. Start up Amari Cooper. Start David Njoku, and that's pretty much all I'm willing to go for there. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, I think David Njoku has a really solid week.
Let's get to the Colts. Let's start Zach Moss because I told you not to last week, and he did his thing. I'm going to keep starting Zach Moss until he just gives me a reason not to. Don't you think? Let's see. Pity City. I like starting up him, but I'm sitting Gardner Minshew in this game. That Browns defense has just been too good. I just don't think Gardner does enough to be relevant, Trey.
Yeah, man. Actually, in my league that I have, Jonathan Taylor, this week I'm starting Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss. They both put up admirable numbers last week. So, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor too. Yeah, you can definitely. I think you start him up too. Makes sense. Good stuff, buddy. Let's keep this bad boy moving, my friend. Let's go to the
right along.
That's right. Let's move it to the Commanders at the Giants.
Over-under for this game is 40.5 points. Vegas has the Commanders picked to win by 2.5. And I like it. I think that the Commanders, they're really starting to look like a better team kind of all together. And the Giants just have looked like they've fallen apart. So I like the Commanders to get the dub here.
Absolutely, buddy. The Giants do look like they've fallen apart, my friend. And I got to take the Commanders also, man. I got to.
But let's jump into some Commander starts here. Sam Howell, I think is startable, definitely in Superflex leagues. They haven't got too many dubs, but he's looked proficient out there. Brian Robinson is definitely startable. Scary Terry is startable. I don't want to start Jahan Dotson, and Logan Thomas is startable, but my favorite start in this game, and just so happens to be my start of the week, Curtis Samuel, baby. Start him up. He's going to have a great week this week against the Giants. He's done better and better every week, and this is a breakout week for him.
Okay, I like it. I like some Curtis Samuel. I'm, again, another guy because of buys that I am also starting in one of my leagues. Makes me a little more confident to know that he is your start of the week, buddy. I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving on to some Giant starts, some not so fun starts. Daniel Jones, still questionable with a neck injury. If he's in, you can start him because you probably don't have a lot of options. If he's out, Tyrod Taylor, I would probably try to find someone else. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Saquon Barkley, questionable again. He played last week, so I think you just got to start him and hope he plays. I think he will play. But, again, like this dude just can't stay healthy. Darius Slayton, I don't really want to start, but Wan'Dale Robinson in PPR formats, I think you definitely can start, especially if Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback. He got like 9 targets last week, and that's the kind of PPR points we're looking for.
Absolutely.
And also Darren Waller, obviously.
Yeah. Throw Darren Waller in there too. Yeah. I like the Wan'Dale, my friend. I like Wan'Dale. He's been slowly but surely becoming a PPR monster just on targets alone, buddy. Makes sense. Let's see. Tommy popping in. Tommy, what up, gentlemen? I need 3 out of 4. Watson, Godwin, Lockett, Puka Nakua.
That's a tough one, man. I like all 4 of those guys. But for me, I think that I would probably go Godwin, Lockett, and Nakua, and I would sit Watson, honestly. Just for the ups and downs that he's had so far. I mean, these other guys are consistent. They're putting up points. You can't bench Nakua. The dude's still doing his thing.
Last week he didn't do so hot, though. That's what I think the question lies.
And you can't just take one bad week and consider that, they're done for.
One bad week for Puka. Cooper goes off.
I get it, but I'm just one of those guys that it takes a couple weeks
to be done with somebody. Me too. I feel you. I feel like you have to go the same way. Puka, Lockett, and Godwin. Watson, who I am starting in a league and I think should do fine. But like Trey said, the other guys I think are definitely at least going to do enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and look at us telling the Green Bay fan to sit Watson.
Yeah, sit that Packer, my friend. Sit that Packer. Thank you for the question, buddy. Any other questions? Pop them in there. We'll help you out. Let's move on, though, to the next game. This week, we've got the Lions at the Ravens, Trey.
Over-under for this game is 44.5 points. Vegas has the Ravens picked to win by 2.5. And give me the upset here, which I don't even consider an upset. The Lions get the dub.
I'm taking the Lions also, my friend. The Lions have just been playing just smart, tough, great football. That defense is stepping up. The Lions are scary this year, my friend.
Yeah, what are they, 5-1 now?
Something like that. Yeah, 5-1. They've only lost 1 game. So that's something, my friend. Let's go to some Lions starts, though. Jahmyr Gibbs, if he plays, I'm starting Jahmyr Gibbs. If he doesn't play, Craig Reynolds, I mean, he could be a good flex for you, I think. I mean, either way, he's going to get the work there in that offense. The thing is, if you look at the depth chart, you look at the running back row, it's questionable, IR. Every running back on their depth chart, man. So I'm thinking they're going to have to play Jahmyr Gibbs, and I think they know that already, and then that's why Craig Reynolds backing him up. You know what I mean? Yep. Start Amon-Ra. Dude went off. I mean, you're obviously going to start this guy all the time. Jared Goff, I think, is a good start this week, and also Sam Laporta. I mean, he is questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. Start up Sam Laporta if he plays.
I like it a lot.
Yes, sir. Go to some Ravens starts. In this game, I've got Lamar. Start that guy up. Start up Zay Flowers. Start Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews has been on a tear lately. Start up Mark Andrews. And I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Sit that entire running back room. You're shaking your head. I mean, you already knew I was going to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, well, this is kind of the game of running back problems. I mean, the Lions are struggling at running back. The Ravens are struggling at running back. For almost the same reasons, injury reasons. But, I mean, it's tough.
It is. It is really tough. It is. Tommy's got one for us. Sam Howell or Trevor Lawrence, and he's going to need that one pretty quick.
I was going to say time restraint here. Go Lawrence.
I'm going Howell.
Oh, really? Yeah, I like Lawrence. I think Lawrence is going to put in some work.
Commanders at the Giants, and then Lawrence at the Saints. I just like the matchup better for Sam Howell.
I just think that the opportunity for the Saints and the Jags to be a shootout kind of a game is there. I feel like they're on a good level kind of matching.
Sure.
So I think there's a potential this could be a kind of a shootout type game.
Absolutely. Kareem Hunt or Gabe Davis?
I feel like I got to go Gabe Davis.
I do too.
I need Hunt one more good week out of Hunt.
I agree.
Can rely on him.
Absolutely. Gabe Davis had a rough week last week, and Hunt haven't had a good week last week. I like Gabe Davis too. I'm a little nervous about taking that, but I'm going to go Gabe Davis also, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. And speaking of Gabe Davis, let's get to the next game. We've got the Bills at the Patriots.
Over under for this game is 43.5 points. Vegas have the Bills picked to win by 9. And pretty much every team that plays the Patriots does. So, yeah, I'll take the Bills.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills also in this game. The Patriots, man, it's kind of scary, sad to watch these days, buddy.
Yeah, man. Talking about some Bills starts, obviously you're starting Josh Allen, James Cook, you're starting him. I know he had a rough week, but you're still starting this dude. Stephon Diggs, got to start him. Gabe Davis is startable for sure. And Dawson Knox, I mean, this week is one of the Bamageddon type weeks. I think it's manageable.
For sure. I like Dawson Knox, man. When he's healthy and Allen doesn't just want to tuck the ball all the time and run, Dawson Knox gets the work. You just never know what kind of game you're going to get out of Josh Allen. Like, is he going to play hero ball, or is he going to, throw it to the guys when they're open?
Exactly. Jump into my Patriots starts. There's not a lot of them. Not starting Mac Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, man. I feel like, it's tough. Zeke is getting more work. But I'm going to start him one more week before I decide to move on. But I think Zeke is possibly manageable as a start in this game as well. He's gotten more work than Ramondre, but neither one of them have gotten enough work to really make it awesome. But, it's a tough week with running backs. Kendrick Bourne, I'm actually starting. I think, he's had a good week last week and a couple of decent weeks. I think he's worth the start. But I'm not starting Parker or Hunter Henry, man. Hunter Henry with the 1-2 start, and then it's been duds ever since.
Yeah, crazy, man. Hunter Henry, I really thought this was going to be his year. Bad quarterback play has made him not relevant. Hunter Henry, yeah, got to sit him, man. Sucks. I picked him up. I had to sit him. Crazy stuff. Bills at the Patriots. Division matchup there. Let's see. We got a question. Tommy coming in again with a Packers, Steelers, or Eagles defense, Trey.
You're going to like this one, Tommy. Go, Pack, go. Yeah, I would go Packers all day. I think that's going to be a really good matchup against the Broncos. The Packers defense is going to really put it on them.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, Packers, it makes sense. I go that way too, my friend. I go that way. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. We've got the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Bird versus Bird in this matchup, my friend.
Over-under for this game is 46.5 points. Vegas has the Seahawks picked to win by 8.5, baby. That's a spread, and I'll take it.
I'll take it too, man. I'll take it. And I can't. Everybody against the Cardinals, I feel like you have to take.
Yeah.
Giants versus the Cardinals. Who are you taking?
That one's honestly tough for me. Like that's the closest one because the Giants are just so destroyed with injury. But
Patriots.
I would probably still bet. Oh no, I'm taking Patriots over Cardinals.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay, but you'll take the Giants though.
But no, I think I might take the Cardinals over the Giants. It's tough, but yeah.
Even with a healthy Saquon.
Is Daniel Jones healthy too?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so if Daniel Jones and Saquon are fully healthy and play the entire game, I think they can win.
Okay.
But outside of that, I think the Cardinals win.
Just a little fun there. Cardinals at the Seahawks, though. That's the actual game.
Bring it in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there. It's the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Let's get to some Cardinals starts. Dobbs and Superflex, I think, is a play, my friend. Sit the whole running back room, honestly. Go ahead. Or shoot to me.